Former Australian cricketer Andrew Symonds has lashed out at Virat Kohli for abusing a journalist. Speaking to Headlines Today, Symonds said that the BCCI was treating Kohli with kid gloves. He said that had Kohli been in the Australian side, he would have been thrown out of the team.
India and the West Indies squaring off on Holi, and joining us now, Harbhajan Singh and Andrew Symonds. Baji, you seem to have played a lot of Holi. Where were you? What were you doing?
I was just, while I was getting in your office, a few guys just caught me over there and they put all the colours.
You know, Andrew saw you and asked me, is Holi only for Indians or do foreigners get to play as well?
No, it's for everyone. Since you are here, we should put some colour on you as well.
Absolutely.
So
let's get started.
We might as well celebrate Holi with you as well. That's a bit of Australian colour.
Green and gold.
You've picked just the right colours. There you go. You're painting him in Aussie yellow, a little bit of Aussie green as well.
Perfect. So he should not feel that.
No.
He's okay. This is from India. This colour is from India.
And Andrew, you must do the same right back. You know, this is not a one-way street.
Thank you, sir.
Always wanted to do this, sir.
Thank you, sir.
No, you're being very nice. Can I just get this person to hold this?
What about you?
This is the way to do it, you know. That's the way we play Holi. That's the way we play Holi. Can I just... That's the way we play Holi, okay? He's just being very nice about the whole thing. It's just not a very dainty kind of thing, okay?
Okay.
So great.
I'll catch up. I'll catch up with you.
Yes, we'll have a lot of time to spend tomorrow. So it's great to have the both of you with us on this show. I want to start by asking about this Virat Kohli blowing his lid once more. He's done it in the past, he's done it again. Will this impact his performance against the West Indies?
I don't think so. I don't think that'll have anything to do with his performance. Whatever has happened, I don't know actually. Because I was at my place, at my home, and when I go home, I don't really read what's happening, what's not. But all I know that Virat will not let these things affect his game. And I'm sure he's going to go out there and score 100 tomorrow.
Now, this, Andrew, goes back to a match in Nottingham several months ago, and I read the article. It's a fairly innocuous kind of article that's been put together. Why is it that a player like Virat Kohli, who's playing so well, just loses his cool in the way that he does?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of factors that have inflamed the whole situation. I think firstly, there may be a mistaken identity. He's sort of attacked the wrong man.
But that's very silly.
Absolutely, but you know, in the heat of the moment, I can understand how these things happen. But I think what's made it worse is that the BCCI haven't given an honest answer as to what happened initially, and then that's inflamed it again. So something like that, you want it to happen, and then start to go away as quickly as possible. But it happened, and there was an untruth told by the media management, and then it's inflamed the situation worse. So. There's a couple of factors weighing in on this whole, this silly situation.
Do you think Virat Kohli does this again and again because nobody pulls him up? If the BCCI were to come down on him hard like a pile of bricks, then he'd get the message that this is not okay. Because he's like a prima donna, he's the top batsman of our team, he's got so much cash riding on him, nobody touches him, and that's why he repeats this.
Yeah, I mean, when we used to play against him, we used to antagonise him if we could. And at times I think he does come across as a bit spoiled. But as I said, the BCCI have also made their own bed to lay in by telling the untruth in the first place. So they couldn't find Kohli and then not take any responsibility themselves because they told an untruth on the player's behalf. So it's a tricky situation. What they need to do is diffuse it as quickly as possible and get on with the World Cup.
But he's a Punjab da Delhi da Munda. Do you think that's part of the reason he keeps losing his cool? You know, it's like out on the street. You see that kind of behavior out on the street, but why do we see it with Kohli again and again? You've played with him so much.
Well, I don't know what happened out there.
No, but why does he lose his cool like this? Virat Kohli ko gussa kyun aata hai?
I don't know. He's a bit of like me. We play with a lot of passion, with a lot of pride, and I don't know what happened there, but he should have controlled whatever happened. I don't know.
Did you get to read the article that Sandeep Dwivedi wrote? Well, there's just one paragraph about Anushka. It's a very factual kind of piece of how she accompanied him.
No,
and that too several months ago. That article came several months ago when India was in England.
Well, I don't know. I haven't read the article. I don't know the news properly, so I should be...
This is Bajji being very defensive. Bajji playing with a straight back. Straight back.
I don't know what exactly happened, to be honest. We get Jagbani at home, not Hindustan Times and Times of India, so they don't have that kind of news.
Is there a particular mental issue here as well, Andrew, to your mind? Players who keep running into disciplinary problems again and again and again. Is it just mental? Is it spur of the moment? Why is it that he loses his cool again and again?
I think it's probably a respect thing. I know when I used to get myself into trouble, Ricky might come up to me and say, "Look, mate, you're on your last warning here. I can't help you anymore. You need to behave yourself." And when you hear it from someone who you respect like that, you take it on board. But I mean, I suppose if Virat keeps getting away with these things, maybe they need to.
That's a big point you're making. That the BCCI, if it were to send a stern message, then Virat Kohli will understand that he can't get away with this.
Yeah, well, if that was an Australian cricketer that would have done that, you would have been punished in some way, fined or suspended. And if an Australian media manager did that, well, told an untruth, someone would lose their job or be heavily reprimanded.
So you're saying
as well.
that's the basic standard in this case as well, that some disciplinary action against Virat Kohli, some censure which goes beyond just an apology to the team, to the journalist who was yelled at.
Well, they've made their mind up by the sound of it, but it was handled badly in the first place. So from here on in, they've just got to stick by what they've done and get on with the cricket. Virat does obviously need to apologise to the journalists. Whether he has or not, I don't know yet. But I'm sure he'll do that, and they can get on with playing this World Cup.
Let's for a moment focus on the match. You've got India versus the West Indies. It happens on Holi. Who plays on Holi? That's really unfair. Are we supposed to play Holi or watch the men in blue?
Well, obviously, if I was playing, then I would have loved to play cricket than Holi. But since we're going to be watching, they're going to be playing, so we're going to support them and hope they're going to win tomorrow. And obviously, not many people actually play on Holi. They only play Holi, but I have played few games during the Holi festival. That's fine, You get to see a lot of colourful faces, in the ground, while people watching the game, they have a lot of colours on their faces. So I remember all sort of things. I've done it.
So is it all about Chris Gayle, Andrew? If India can get Gayle out early, then are we in the driver's seat?
Oh yeah, it's going to help a great deal. Obviously, he's a hugely destructive player, but there's 10 other men out there with him. I think India are sky high on confidence at the moment. They've got nothing to lose.
Gap between one match and the other make a difference then? Do you lose some of the tempo that you build up just because you're sitting around doing very little?
I found as a player, I found it was good because you could rest, and if anyone had niggling injuries, your physios could work on those. So as a player, I enjoyed it, but I think as a spectator, the tournament it's too drawn out, and people are waiting for the tournament to really start to get going. As a player, no. As a spectator, yes.
Bajji, we heard that Mohit Sharma got hurt in the nets. Is that a concern? He's been bowling well, and how big is the wicket of Chris Gayle?
Well, obviously, as Andrew said, Gayle will be a factor, but of course there are another 10 players who will be walking along with him onto the park. All I can tell that West Indians, if I see, they have great individual players. They are not a team kind of a team. They win games on individual performances, and someone like Gayle, Semi, and of course a couple of other guys, who are doing well for them, Smith. So if they fire, then they have a chance, to compete with India. But overall, as a team, if I have to compare them with the Indian team, I don't see them winning the game tomorrow.
My colleagues who produced the show that you did in Ashtak, where you got the colour in the first place, are just whispering in my ear and saying that you sang really well for them. That you sang some phenomenal Holi
What about
song.
Andrew singing a song for us?
First you sing, then Andrew. Andrew, do you sing?
I don't know any song. I don't know any song.
He said, I've got enough colour in my face
Hindi song.
already.
I don't know.
No, so you must tell us, what's your favourite Holi number?
Well, obviously Amitabh Bachchan's Rang Barse.
You'll sing a couple of lines?
Yeah. रंग बरसे भीगे चुनर वाली रंग बरसे ओ रंग बरसे भीगे चुनर वाली रंग बरसे.
What are these words? What are these words?
These are you'll probably explain him better.
He says the color. You see those colors in the back of the screen. So it's a burst of colors. It's a burst of colors. That's what Bhaji is singing, and that's for Holi.
And what does Holi?
What does it represent for Indian people?
Chalo Bhaji Paji to see so.
बताओ.
He's asking me. So Holi is a celebration of colors. It goes back to several centuries ago when Holika was burnt on Holi. Holika is this ancient person who was burnt on Holi, and that's what's celebrated on Holi. That's why there's a riot of colors on Holi.
Sacrifice?
It's a sacrifice, yes. It's now, of course, got a completely different hue. It's one of the most colorful festivals in the world, and we're going to be playing some Holi. I want to just end by
Definitely
getting...
explain it better than me.
Huh?
I wouldn't have been able to explain
That's
like.
right. So whatever ball Bhaji doesn't like, he just leaves it and says, okay, you go deal with it. Bhaji, this is just too sophisticated as far as I'm concerned. We need to play some real Holi, and I'm glad you've been such a sport.
Tomorrow I'm going to bring my pichkari and
Yes, Pichkari, absolutely. And we're making a
Bring
pool
some,
pool
bring
outside.
Some pichkari for me.
pichkari for you too,
You're
sir.
going to get it tomorrow.
All right, we look forward to that. And no bang, no bang. Or we're not supposed to talk about bang on
no
TV.
bang for me.
No bang on
No
TV.
bang for me, no bang for him. Lot of bang for you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.